Okay, can I respond to that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so, because I have to leave, it's not going to be fair to the other group I'm supposed to speak at if I'm late for them. But this question, right, about what is acceptable in some of these schools is exactly what's wrong around the country. It's not acceptable for kids to scream at teachers and hit teachers. That's not acceptable. And guess what? They couldn't do that at Thurgood Marshall. Yeah, but a public school couldn't do it. I had a principal come to me in Brooklyn, right? She's a brand new principal. She said to me, I need help. She said, every day my kids have a food fight. Every day. I said, really? She said, every day. I said, well, let me take you to another public school around the corner where they never have food fights, where children know how to eat properly. This is my advice to you. Get some of your colleagues to go visit some good public schools so they can see how children behave. Because when the adults are organized to insist that children conduct themselves appropriately, it can happen. No, I don't want to get in the debate, but I would say this. I am tired of people making excuses for the failure of our children. This is what's wrong, and it's when we see public schools where the children are running the schools, those schools, they should not be allowed to function anymore. They are failing, and I don't understand why we come to say that that's acceptable.
Well, for me, it's not acceptable.
Okay.
It's not acceptable, and again, I'm not running the school.
Right.
But if this is the edict under the Department of Education, I know you mentioned Thurgood Marshall. I know you mentioned.
I could mention
Wait.
them.
I'm sorry, Miss Sandy Johnson.
I'm sorry.
But don't speak as if teachers. And I know who I'm working
I'm
at.
not blaming the teachers.
No.
Mr. White, I'm sorry.
You said my colleague.
I'm sorry, Mr. White.
You said my
I'm sorry. We
colleague.
want to continue with the program.
You said my colleagues, so my colleagues are teachers.
Mr. White,
I know,
I'm so
but what I'm
sorry.
saying is,
I'm going to ask you to take a seat.
I'm gonna say one last thing, then I'll leave.
Please, I'm so sorry. We're going to
Thank
go
you.
back onto this issue. It's just that, we want to, he has another engagement. We really want to continue this. And if, do you have,
Sure, let me just say, because this relates also to what you said about Chancellor Klein. I agree with you. If I was the chancellor and people are running to get out of my schools to create charters, I would be embarrassed. I would say, I must be the worst leader around because the only thing I can offer to my parents is to escape, right? That's, to me, Mayor Bloomberg and Chancellor Klein and now Chancellor Walcott should be embarrassed that they've had to close over 100 schools.
Yeah.
Because that means they don't know what the hell they're doing, right? It also, if they have to create charters, I sat in front of them, I said, you watch Waiting for Superman, you should cry. Because those parents are saying, I need to get away from your schools. You're in charge. Your solution can't be to let somebody else do a better job. You need to have pride in your work and say our schools will be the best schools. But I would say this: the pride has to also go into the schools. And what I'm seeing is many of these schools. The reason why the charters are outperforming them: go to Excellence Charter School in Bed-Stuy, all black males, and those kids are getting an excellent education. They all come from the housing projects right across the street. They're not importing kids from White Plains. Why is Excellence doing that and you go to the other schools around here and they're running around wild? Because they are thoughtful, they are thorough, they are focused on quality, they don't play, right? They are serious about education. We need to be serious about education.